Welcome to Celestia Astrology. I'm Sonia. Thank you for joining me for the full moon in Aquarius. We'll be unpacking the astrology of this spotlight on karmic knots. The full moon on August the 19th, 2024 will illuminate the night sky at 27 degrees of Aquarius. It offers us a potent moment of culmination, revelation, and deep introspection. The Aquarius full moon invites us to explore the tension between the familiar and our comfort zone, and the unknown possibilities and potential between stability and our desire for liberation. Understanding full moons, a time of culmination, illumination, and revelation. A full moon occurs when the moon is directly opposite the sun, occupying signs of the same modality. For this moon, it's fixed or solid signs Aquarius and Leo. During this time, the light from the sun fully illuminates the moon, allowing it to shine at its brightest, and symbolically cast its light on the areas of our lives that may need attention, action, or awareness. In astrology, full moons represent a time of culmination, where the intentions, actions, and energies that were set in motion during the new moon come to fruition. This phase can be associated with revelations or new understandings, as the opposition between the sun and moon brings to light truths that were previously hidden. Emotions may run high. This time can be challenging, with disrupted sleep and unsettled pets. The clarity gained during this time can lead to important decisions, breakthroughs, and endings as we move into the waxing stage that follows. It's a time when astrology can reveal what's been brewing beneath the surface, allowing us to see a fuller picture, especially if the moon aspects planets in your chart. Aquarius and Leo, fixed signs, air and fire elements in opposition. This full moon in Aquarius is a fixed air sign known for its association with innovation, independence, and concerns for the collective. Aquarius, ruled by Saturn, embodies the archetype of the outsider, the rebel, and the visionary, who values progress and the well-being of the community over personal gain. In contrast, the sun in Leo, a fixed fire sign that emphasizes creativity, self-expression, and leadership. Leo, ruled by the sun, represents the desire to shine authentically, brightly, to be recognized and celebrated for one's unique gifts. The opposition between Aquarius and Leo creates a dynamic tension between the need for individuality and the importance of the collective. While Leo seeks to express itself, emphasizes loyalty, and focuses on a central leader, Aquarius urges us to consider the bigger picture, to think beyond ourselves and focus on the greater good. The full moon asks us to find a balance between these energies, to honour our own desires and creativity, while also recognising how we can find our individuality and meeting our potential visions for the collective. Tracking the lunar cycles, monthly, biannual, and the moon family. The full moon is a key turning point, halfway through the 28-day lunar cycle, but its significance extends beyond this single event. Astrologically, the full moon also represents the culmination of a 6-month cycle that began with the new moon at 20 degrees of Aquarius on the 9th of February 2024. This cycle allows us to see the results of intentions set during that new moon, offering a moment of reflection, insight, and personal growth. Additionally, there is a longer cycle known as the moon family, as illustrated by Dietrich Pessin in Lunar Shadows 3. This approximately 27-28th month cycle involves a series of related lunations at or around the same degree, including a new moon, first quarter moon, full moon, and last quarter moon. Each phase builds upon the last, creating a narrative that unfolds over a little more than 2 years. The full moon at 27 degrees of Aquarius is part of this larger story, marking a significant point in the unfolding journey that started with a new moon on 20th of February 2023 at 1 degrees of Pisces. If the degrees between 01 Pisces to 27 Aquarius activate planets in your chart, then you may wish to track this moon family cycle and look back at what was seeded for you in 2023. There may have been a correction or turning point in the story around the time of the first quarter moon on the 20th of November 2023. You can expect the journey of this story to resolve at the last turning point of the last quarter moon on 20th of May 2025, when you prepare to release what you have outgrown during this cycle. The energies of Aquarius 3, bonds, the knot and tangled thoughts. This full moon takes place in the third decan of Aquarius, a 10-degree division of the sign that carries its own unique themes and energies. The decan is ruled by the moon and Venus. Astrologer Kira Ryberg calls this decan bonds, while Austin Coppock refers to it as the knot. The Wild Way by Astro Artistry on Substack and Nick Allen Art on Instagram and Twitter names it tangled thoughts, with keywords including analysis, into the unknown, karmic entanglement, and liberation. This decan speaks to the complex web of connections, responsibilities, and choices that we navigate in our lives, the impact of our bonds on our choices. This is the point where we must decide whether to stay bound by the familiar, in our comfort zone, trapped by our thoughts and analysis, or to take the risk of venturing into the unknown, to spread our wings and fly, and maybe there find our liberation. The imagery of the owl in the Wild Way card encapsulates this story perfectly from the Wild Way guidebook. Quote, as the owl prepares to take off, she considers the risk of leaving the comfort and safety of all that she knows for certainty and unpredictability. She has packed her bundle, much is left behind. Should I really go, or should I just stay here? With one mighty, courageous flap of her wings, she disappears into the night. It is now time to ask yourself the same question. Do I fly into the unknown, or find my own way, or stay where I am stable and safe? And the image shows the owl, with her bundle on a stick, perched on the rock of safety, under the light of the full moon. The tarot card associated with this decan is the Seven of Swords, a card that often represents strategy, deception, or the need to navigate a tricky situation with care. The card shows a figure. He appears to be sneaking away, grasping 3 swords in one hand and 2 in the other, totaling 5, with 2 swords driven into the ground. He is looking back. This card can also indicate a moment where we must be clever and resourceful, using our wits to untangle ourselves from a complicated scenario, or to move forward in a way that aligns with our true intentions. Such situations have come up within my friendship group just as I am writing this. They reminded me of this card. What do we do when we have clearly communicated our boundaries, but find that our wishes or needs are disrespected? The swords symbolically represent our or others' thoughts, ideas, and words about the situation. We have already used the first sword with direct communication, but the Seven of Swords reminds us that such tricky situations may require us to respond differently, to use a different sword, even if this is not our preferred way. We are the only ones responsible for our own actions and for maintaining our boundaries. Each situation may call for its own response. Be clear on your own truth and use your skill with ideas, thoughts, and words to find the appropriate response to protect yourself and your energy. Astrological aspects, a web of influences. The full moon in Aquarius is influenced by several challenging astrological aspects, adding depth and complexity. It is ruled by retrograde Saturn in Pisces, but it has no line of sight to Saturn, so communication between the two is challenging. Saturn in Pisces can bring themes of dissolving structures, spiritual lessons, and the need to integrate reality with our dreams. The retrograde motion suggests a period of reflection, revisiting, and reassessment, especially in areas related to boundaries, responsibilities, and karmic lessons. Saturn is pulling us backwards right now to address what surfaces, just like a tide going out, revealing some truth that was lost to you, that we have to work harder to reach. The moon is co-present with Pluto, the planet of empowerment, renewal, and rebirth. This adds an intensity, cathartic, and purifying energy to the full moon, bringing issues of power, control, and the opportunity for deep inner work to the forefront. This could be a time when we confront what was previously hidden in our shadows, or deal with profound changes in our lives. The Sun in Leo is conjunct retrograde Mercury, which is combust, that is within 8 degrees of the Sun, or hidden by the Sun. This aspect can indicate challenges in communication, misunderstandings, or the need to revisit and revise past ideas or conversations. With Mercury retrograde, it's a time to think deeply before speaking and to be mindful of the messages we send and receive. Mercury is unable to help us with our thoughts, ideas, and communications at this time because it is burned up by the heat and light of the sun and hidden from sight. It is best not to struggle against this. Rather use the time for retrograde RE words, revise, revisit, review, etc. The full moon forms a degree-based square with Uranus in Taurus, adding an element of unpredictability, the possibility of sudden change or a pull to freedom and liberation. Uranus is known for shaking things up, awakening, bringing insights, and breaking through stagnation. This square can bring unexpected events or shifts, particularly in areas where we have become too comfortable or resistant to change, especially where the fixed signs are in our charts: Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. Whole sign sextile. Chiron in Aries. Chiron, the wounded healer, represents our deepest wounds, often unconscious, but also our potential capacity to heal and transform those wounds into wisdom. This sextile suggests that the challenges and revelations of this full moon may bring an opportunity leading to significant personal growth and healing if we are willing and brave enough to face our vulnerabilities as they arise. Whole sign sextile to the North Node in Aries, trine to the South Node in Libra. The full moon forms a harmonious sextile to the North Node in Aries, indicating that the revelations and culminations of this time are aligned with our collective karmic path. This aspect suggests that what we see and understand, the decisions we make now, can help move us along our fated pathway. The trine to the South Node in Libra indicates that we may release or integrate past patterns to move forward, offering an opportunity for karmic healing and growth. Whole sign trine to the separating Mars-Jupiter conjunction in Gemini. This aspect adds a sense of optimism, action, and intellectual curiosity. Mars brings drive, decision-making, and determination, while Jupiter offers wisdom and expands our efforts for better or worse. This trine suggests that the energy and ideas sparked by the Mars-Jupiter conjunction can now be channeled effectively, the seeds sown. This will help us to take decisive action and make progress on our goals in the mutable areas of our chart: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. The moon acts as a translator, or reflecting the light from the sun, also bringing the messages from the planets to us on Earth. Who will feel it most? This full moon will be most strongly felt by those with significant placements in the fixed signs: Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus, particularly if these placements are near 27 degrees. Additionally, those with strong angular suns, moons, or Saturn, the Sun or Saturn near the ascendant, midheaven, descendant, or Imman Coeli, IC, in the 1st, 4th, 7th, or 10th houses, may experience heightened effects. Conclusion. The full moon in Aquarius on August the 19th, 2024, invites us to examine the ties that bind us and the choices that lie before us. With the moon in Aquarius and the sun in Leo, we are called to balance our personal desires with our responsibilities to the collective. The fixed energy offers the potential for lasting change with any breakthrough that you can make now. The astrological aspects surrounding this full moon add layers of complexity and challenge, bringing themes of empowerment, transformation, reflection, healing, and unexpected change. As the owl in the Wild Way card contemplates her journey into the unknown, we too are asked to consider our own path. Do we stay where we are, safe and secure, or do we take the leap into the unknown, trusting in our ability to navigate whatever comes our way? The choice is ours, and the full moon in Aquarius provides the clarity and the courage we need to make it. Travel safely, friends. If you have enjoyed this and found it helpful, as always, I'd be so grateful for your likes, subscribes, and comments. And just a reminder that my books are open if you want more information about how this full moon will affect you personally in the light of your own astrology chart. Thank you so much for joining me.